Hi, my name is Elena Lascola.
I'm Robin. We're on our way to Breakaway.
We're on our way to Breakaway Bay Area Music Festival. It's a 2-day music festival at Bill Graham Civic Center. We're about to see Maddie-On, Shaquille O'Neal, Nightmare, and a bunch of others.
It's going to be the best weekend of our entire lives.
It's going to be the best weekend of our entire lives. We're so pumped to have you along with us as we go on this journey. We're pre-gaming. We're getting ready for the festival. It's been a great night. We during our pre-game, we talked a lot about our friends' relationships and the men that were not treating them well and how that affects them and us. So we can get into that if you want.
Yeah, I think this is the perfect end to a long, hard week. We both had a lot of work to do.
We both of us are very hard workers. Yep. We're both in types of consulting. But it's a beautiful night in San Francisco. It's a little rainy.
And
that's about
what else do we have to talk about? Did you do anything? The only thing I'm thinking about now is how we're going to explain to Sophie how our night went. And it's going to be us sending her this YouTube video.
So we're in not a three-way, but we have three best friends. It's Robin, me, and our friend Sophie. And she's not here with us tonight, unfortunately. She has really bad cramps. But when we explain this night to her, we're going to talk about her experience. We're going to send her this video. And we're going to say this was the highlight of our night.
And this video would actually be way better if she was here. So
yeah, we wish Sophie Vandenhole, we wish you were here. Kisses to you.
But she'll be here tomorrow.
She'll be here tomorrow, though. So we can call the same Uber driver and you can get the full story with the three of us. Yeah, that's about all I have to say. Oh, make sure you subscribe and follow Chat Passenger on YouTube.
Follow Chat Passenger.
On YouTube. Best Uber driver, best YouTube channel ever.
I feel very safe in the car.
It's very safe. Yeah. It's very family friendly. Very oriented towards good topics. Anyone can find something that they relate to at this channel.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, we have a couple of friends that are just in really toxic relationships, and it's hurting, them, which really hurts us in turn.
Yeah, when one goes down, we all go down.
Yeah, we really care about our female friendships here, and when one person is suffering, the rest of us suffer as well. So we have a few friends where their men are just not treating them as they should be treated, and lying and doing sketchy things, and it's not good at all. And so that's been a big theme in our lives lately. So we're really just trying to have a fun night tonight, just the girls out, just the girls night, get away from that toxic energy and spend our time doing something constructive.
Friendships are always more important.
Female friendships are always so important because they're the ones that are there for you day in and day out. Pick up the pieces when men tend to mess up. Sorry to you, but men tend to mess up a lot, especially in their younger years. I'm talking about early 20s. It's not all men, obviously. We're entering our mid-20s.
The excuses get less and less.
When you start to feel like you're being treated less than you deserve, it's already past the point. When you really know that you're being treated badly, it's already too far gone. And you need to leave. You need to give yourself the hope of what's next. And yes, there may be loneliness involved in that, but the hope of what will come next and what will be better is always there. And so when you start to feel like you're in a relationship where you're not getting what you deserve, it's already too late, and that's when you need to leave, because if you stick around, you might say that, like, well, in the beginning he was great, but I've seen a lot of friends that they never change after the beginning.
Yeah, it's like, what if that goes for 40 more years? Like,
Yeah.
like, oh, when
yeah.
you're 25, he was great, and then you're like 50 years old.
And something that really resonated with me is, like, is this the type of man you want to marry? Yes, but is this the type of man that you want your, like, future kids to as their father? And that's something that super resonates with me. And so that's something that I encourage you all to think about when you're entering your relationships. You know, if he's mean to you, he's going to be mean to your kids. If he yells at you, there's a chance he's going to yell at your kids. And that's just things that we can't accept today in society, because women are equal, we are powerful, we are just as good as men, and we really need to take that strength and put it into relationships where you feel valued as a woman.
Yeah, and like think about the precedent that you set for yourself. Like if you accept bad treatment from someone, it only opens the door for more bad treatment from that person and from other people.
Later,
so you have,
absolutely.
Like really high standards for yourself, like when you're alone, then the only people that you let in your life are people that meet those standards, and then you end up being a lot happier in the long run. Because,
right.
Like, you don't even interact with like the losers that would do all these weird things.
And it like, yes, it's long-term relationships when you start to kind of notice that shift, but it's also in that dating era. It's like when men are like, can I take you out to coffee? No. You want a meal, you want a planned date. They're like, well, where should we go? No. You want a man that can say, I like this restaurant, are you okay with Italian food? Or, you know, you want them to make the plan, and you want them to own that responsibility of planning the date. Because if men want to act like they're the superior gender in society, then they need to prove that.
I think it like depends on everyone's preference too, because some women prefer to lead the relationship.
Yeah, which is completely fine, 100% fine. But
I think when you are trying to begin a relationship, it's important to show like you're taking initiative, and you're not like, oh, like you pick, like I don't care, because then the woman will be like, if you don't care, why would I ever hang out with you?
Yeah, like if they're not interested in putting 100% effort, neither should you. And while you're spending 3 hours getting ready for this date, while they wake up and head out to take you to a coffee that will cost them $6, like, you know?
Yeah, I saw this TikTok that was like comparing the price of women getting ready for dates. So it's like the shower, like all the makeup, like the time it takes versus like men getting ready for dates, which is like they don't. They shower and they shower for like 2 minutes, don't wash their hair, and then like put on whatever clothes is in front of them. Yeah.
So we just encourage you all to look at your standards, look at how you're being treated, and know that there's better out there for you.
And there's nothing wrong with being alone.
No, there's nothing wrong with being alone.
Make a great life for yourself alone. I think when you make a great life for yourself and you make your own money and like you have a great job, that actually will help you like.
And that's what we were saying in the beginning about like the female friendships are going to be there for you whenever the men aren't, and when the men are, like regardless, they're going to be here for you through all walks of life. So that's why it's so important to pour yourself into your female friendships.
Yeah, don't ever settle or like accept less just because a man wants you to.
Yeah.
I would summarize this as. But, thank you. Yeah. Do you have any more questions?
I don't know if it's going to be too personal or not. Would you mind sharing a very, like, you know, a bad relationship experience of yourself?
Okay, you start.
We don't know. You start. We don't have enough time for both of us. You start.
You start. Yours is significantly worse than mine, so I feel like you need to share yours.
No, you need to share yours first because it had like a succinct ending. Mine could go on for like hours. Like I could start from the beginning and go on for like 3 hours. Like yours has a very like specific timeline where there was like a beginning, a middle, and an end.
I think you should start because yours is more relatable to the regular public. So you should go first. Not you. Oh my god. Delete.
I don't think I can do this.
Okay, lock the phone. Yeah, I think you should start.
I don't know. I just think that like sometimes you want to see the best in people, and what you've projected to them is just a figment of your imagination and how you see them, and that's not actually who they are. So look I don't know. My bottom line is look at how they're actually treating you, because the person that you make them out to be in your mind is not who they actually are. And you need to look at their actions, not their words. Like people can tell you left and right, day after day, that they love you, but the way that they treat you will explain to you if they love you or not. And if they don't, it will be so clear. And that's something that I had to learn really harsh, is that some people can say that they love you, but the way that they treat you and their actions are actually how they feel about you. And you can set as many boundaries and as many goals and things, and you can have as many conversations as you want, but that will never change if they don't want to change. And you can't change someone. I think that was the biggest lesson for me to learn as like a 26-year-old woman, is you can't change a man to make him who you want to be. Even though you like see this potential for someone, is that it doesn't mean that they're going to be a good partner eventually, and that doesn't mean you should stick around.
It's very wise.
That's the biggest thing, is like in your brain, like we as women want to be like, well, they can do this. I've seen them do it in the beginning, like what we were talking about. I've seen them act like this before, so that I know they can do it again. If they're not acting like that, who they are is who they are, and you can't change that. And you'd be better off being alone and investing in your female friendships rather than trying to make something worse with someone who has proven to you over and over again that they don't want to be you, and they don't care about your feelings.
Yeah. I think one of my things to think about is, if you're starting to date someone, think about like if they make your world bigger or smaller. So it's like if you're like a very well-traveled, like really motivated person, and the person that you're dating, even if they're really nice, if they don't like to do activities like stay home and watch TV all the time, it's like,
how are they making your life better? Yeah.
And like, for me, and I know for most people that I know, you want your world to be bigger. Like, you want someone to travel with you and show you new places and things like that. And it's so easy to fall into like a nice routine of like, oh, I watch like TV with my boyfriend for 8 hours a day. Like, that's so fun. Like, that's how we spend time together. But I think you should take a step back and be like, well, what are they like really contributing to my life? And like, are they helping me grow as a person? And are they helping me meet new people, see new things, and like experience points of view that I wouldn't normally experience?
Yeah, I think
that's a big, like,
when you're dating someone, your partner should be at the same level or above you. They should not be holding you back in any department. You know, if you're super successful in your job, you're dating someone who's unemployed, it doesn't mean that can't work. But if they're actively not trying to find a job, they're not,
or if they're just like not open-minded, like that's an issue I had. Like, if someone's not open to like other experiences, cultural points of view or things like that.
I also think a big thing, if they don't get along with your friends, it is not your friend's problem. It's not your friend's problem. It is,
and they don't have to be best friends.
They don't have to be best friends. That's not what I'm saying at all.
I do think it's a strange situation when all of your friends are like,
yeah, if your friends all hate your boyfriend, it is not your friend's fault. It's your boyfriend's fault. Like, they would not lie to you. They would not.
Well, I think consider the friendships that you're in, because some like people can be really jealous and rude, and of course they'll lie. But like, if you feel like you have a very strong support system and none of them like the person, and
that's a huge thing.
Rethink. But are we done?
Oh yes.
Oh my god, I'm so sad.